Sister Wives Cristin Brown Woolley struggles watching show. As Sister Wives season 19 continues, not every cast member is excited about new episodes. Although the events of this season were filmed around 2 years ago, Cristin Brown admits she's struggling to make it through some of the episodes. After all, watching one's divorce play out on screen isn't something that everyone experiences. Read on to see what Cristin had to say about tuning into new episodes each Sunday night. Cristin Brown admits new episodes make her sad. In last week's episode, fans watched Cristin and David Woolley shop for wedding venues. That part of the show is fun for the TLC star to watch, but she isn't at all fond of Kody Brown's cruel confessionals. Throughout the season, Kody has doubled down and insisted he never loved his first 3 wives. At the same time, he sings Robin Brown's praises and claims the other 3 wives consistently bullied her. More recently, the family patriarch insists his ex-wives have turned all his kids against him. "I get frustrated and hurt," Cristin confessed in a new interview with Us Weekly. "I just talked to David about it because I would never do the things Kody accuses me of doing." David says, "No one's going to believe that. Everyone knows you're not going to pit your kids against Kody," the TLC star continued, adding that she struggles to hear what her ex says behind her back. Although watching the new episodes isn't the most fun for Cristin, she does enjoy seeing the show through David's eyes. Before marrying Cristin, he never dreamed of living in the spotlight. Sister Wives fans await Kody and David's first meeting. This season, Sister Wives viewers will see David and Kody meet for the first time. Cristin admitted she dreaded their initial encounter, but was delighted everything went well. "We realized everyone's going to do the best they can," she told Us Weekly. "We're going to be in the same space for the rest of our lives. We just need to be adults about it." David and Kody handled it fine. They were gentlemen. In the interview, the Sister Wives star gleefully shared that her life is better now than it has ever been. "I'm stronger than I ever thought I was," Cristin proudly stated. "I'm very grateful for everything that happened to lead me here. I love where I'm at." As Cristin Woolley sat down with her cozy throw blanket and a cup of chamomile tea, she felt a familiar mix of anticipation and unease. She had started watching Sister Wives again, a show she used to star in, a show that chronicled the highs, lows, and dizzying challenges of her former plural marriage to Kody Brown. But tonight was different. Tonight, she was watching with David, her new husband, who had become her rock, a source of endless comfort and calm. As the episode began, Cristin felt her heart tighten, bracing herself for the moments that would take her back to her life with Kody, a chapter she had already left behind but was now reliving on screen. The first scenes rolled in, revealing moments from years ago when Cristin was deep in the family, managing her role as one of Kody's wives with a seemingly cheerful smile that hid the storms brewing inside. She watched as past moments unraveled on screen, some familiar and some distant, as though she were watching someone else. The cameras never captured everything, she thought. The way she felt diminished, her voice so often stifled. For years, she had wanted the closeness and warmth that never seemed to fully arrive. David's hand found hers, anchoring her in the present. She looked over at him, her heart swelling with gratitude for this gentle, steady love she had found. But seeing her former self trying so hard, only to be met with Kody's indifference or occasional outbursts, stirred up memories she thought she'd buried. "Is it hard to watch?" David's voice was soft, understanding. Cristin nodded, taking a deep breath. "Sometimes, yes, I look at that version of me, and it feels like she's a different person. Someone I barely recognize," she replied, "but I also feel so sad for her." The scenes shifted to Kody and Robin, who had always seemed to share a different, unspoken bond. Cristin winced. In the background, she could see herself looking small and unassuming, trying to stay strong but hiding behind a forced smile. She remembered how isolated she had felt then, even with all the kids and other wives around. She remembered thinking, "Is this it? Is this really what life is meant to be?" But the cameras had a way of capturing moments without context. They didn't show the long, lonely nights, the times when she cried herself to sleep wondering if she was good enough or if she was just there as another face in Kody's family. She felt the memories flood her mind as she watched Kody talk to Robin in a way he had never talked to her, openly, vulnerably, lovingly. And there she was in the background, still trying to be the cheerful Cristin, the one who was always there for everyone else, even when it drained her. Cristin took a sip of her tea and looked over at David, who was watching her with the same gentle, steady gaze he always had. He was different from Kody in ways that felt like night and day. With David, she didn't feel like she had to pretend. He loved her openly, with a respect and kindness she had dreamed of but never thought she'd have. When the screen cut to an old confession where she talked about her struggles, David's hand tightened around hers. She remembered that confession well. It had been one of the rare moments when she let the cameras see her pain, where she admitted how difficult it was to feel seen, to feel heard. She had wanted Cody to love her in a way he simply didn't, or couldn't. "Why didn't you leave sooner?" David asked gently, knowing it was a question that might bring up old wounds. She thought for a moment before responding. "I think I wanted so badly for it to work. I wanted to believe that things would get better, that if I just kept trying, if I just kept being the perfect wife, he would see me. I thought love was something I had to earn." The realization had been painful then, but now it felt like a distant echo, a reminder of how much she had grown. Cristin watched as her old self admitted, on camera, to feeling like an afterthought in Cody's life. That confession had taken so much courage back then, but now it felt bittersweet, like a memory of a battle she had won. Watching the show with David beside her was healing in its own way. She felt his presence like a warm shield, a reminder that her journey hadn't been for nothing. Every tear, every sleepless night, every feeling of inadequacy had brought her to this point, where she was loved unconditionally. David loved her not for what she could give him or what she could endure, but for who she was, simply as Cristin. The screen flashed to Cody and Mary's strained relationship, another complicated layer of their family dynamics. Cristin remembered the hurt she felt watching their marriage falter, how she had hoped for Mary to find the happiness she deserved too. So much hurt, Cristin thought, marveling at how much weight she had carried without even realizing it. David pulled her closer, sensing the swirl of emotions she was feeling. "You're so strong," he whispered. "It takes a lot of courage to watch all of this, to relive it." Cristin smiled, grateful for his words. She leaned into his embrace, feeling the safety and warmth he offered. "I think I need to watch it. As hard as it is, it's also a reminder of how far I've come, of everything I've survived." The episode ended, and Cristin felt a deep sense of relief wash over her. She knew she would continue watching, that she would keep facing these moments from her past. But with each episode, she felt a little stronger, a little more certain that leaving had been the right choice. She didn't have to be part of that story anymore. She was writing a new one, with David, with her children, with a version of herself she had fought so hard to become. David looked at her, a soft smile on his face. "Thank you for letting me see this part of your life," he said. "It helps me understand you even more." Cristin reached over and took his hand. "Thank you for being here with me. I couldn't imagine doing this alone." As they sat together in the quiet comfort of their home, Cristin felt an overwhelming sense of peace. Watching Sister Wives had once been a reminder of everything she lacked, but now it was a testament to everything she had gained.